I see the waves crashing down. Where are we? Lost track of our sleep.
So I ran away to the lake. I'm at Lennox Marcus campground. It's the Army Corps of Engineer Park here on DeGray Lake, and it's about 30 miles, I think, from Hot Springs, and it's where I have spent some time, and I really like it here. I was getting really stressed out. Everything was crazy with the repairs that I couldn't get done on the RV, and the running. I'm driving on 3 brakes, and then now I find out that I need a new alternator and a new battery, and none of this was what I had planned for my summer, and it was really getting to me, and really, Belly ran away, and I still haven't found him. I was just so stressed out, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna go to the lake. I need to be by water. So in my video today, I'm going to be talking about how I came out to the lake. I've got a recipe to share with you, and also I'm going to share with you a little technique for getting yourself out of a funk that works pretty well, where I'm going to name 5 things that I'm grateful for right now. So thanks for joining me here at the lake, and here we go.
Now I try so hard to see how you do this to me.
Okay, I hope there's enough light. I think there's enough light. How do you like this? This is new. Okay, ignore this part right here. A couple of weeks ago when I was at the campground, I never showed you because I'm not finished, but I finally got out the countertop paint that I bought like almost 2 years ago, and I painted the counter green, and this ugliness, I painted this green also, even though I really intend to cover this with like a backsplash kind of a thing. Please ignore that part. I went ahead and painted it because it was that awful black with the, you can see there's damage. I don't know if you can see it in the video, maybe not. Okay, but there's damage up here. And, but this, my cast iron skillet has been, doing this, and I've got my other skillet, and it actually hangs a little lower, and the two of them have made this lovely black mark going across the nice green wall, but whatever. Anyway, that's not what I turned on this video to show you. It's recipe time, cooking in the RV. Okay, so I have no propane, and it wouldn't matter if I did because I have no oven. So I've got a couple of different things going on now. I've got stuff in the fridge that is going to go bad that I need to get used up, and yesterday at the food pantry, look at this, they gave me this whole dozen organic pasture raised eggs, which is awesome because that's exactly what I would buy if I was going to buy eggs in a grocery store. And they gave me this Always Save corn muffin mix, and I'm not showing you every single thing they gave me, just the stuff I'm going to use in this video. They gave me this fat-free skim milk, but with vitamin A and D added. I would normally never use this, ever, 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 but they gave it to me, and it was frozen. They gave it to me frozen because this is from December 2018, so let's hope it doesn't smell when I open it up, but I'm sure it won't. It's probably been frozen. Now, in addition to that, I'll be using this tiny little jar of coconut oil, non-GMO. Of course, coconuts aren't GMO. That's just a throwaway when they do that. But anyway, it is refined. I prefer the coconut oil that has not been heated, that's raw. But, so this one, it doesn't even smell like coconut. No, it doesn't have any smell at all or taste. But I mean, it's not bad to have that around in case you want to cook something that you don't want the flavor of coconut in it. But I don't know. I kind of got used to just using the flavored coconut oil, and it's like a signal to my brain now that this is fresh and healthy and good for me. So so that's kind of I like it, but you know, whatever, to each his own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this corn muffin mix in my crock pot. Can you see my crock pot here? My little mini crock pot. It's going to take longer. I've got it on high right now, heating up so that I can, I want it to butter it in a minute with the coconut oil. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This corn muffin mix says preheat oven to 400. Well, I've got it on high. Grease the pan, which I'll do in a minute. So blend the muffin mix. 1/3 cup milk and 1 egg in a medium-sized bowl. This is the only bowl, I mean, besides for little bowls that I eat out of, this is the only bowl I have. I think I stole this from my ex-boss because and when I say that loosely, she gave me something in it and said, just keep it. But, I like it. I keep it around. I don't have a lot of dishes, you know, in the RV, but I keep it around because it has this handy lid. It's really good for stuff like when I need to soak beans overnight. You know, that way I can put a lid on it and I can set it in the sink, and I don't have to worry about it spilling if I have to drive somewhere. Anyway, because that's a long time to be stuck somewhere for a person like me who is usually in the city. Alright, so let's put in the muffin mix. I like to mix dry goods with a whisk. It's a habit I got into from, it's got a lot of lumps in it, so I'm going to break up these lumps. It's a habit I got into when I was cooking from scratch all the time, where, you know, you've always got your salt and your baking soda or baking powder or whatever, and you have to mix it with the dry goods, and you don't want to end up with any weirdness going on. You certainly don't want any pockets of baking powder or baking soda, because that's awful to bite into. So I got into the habit of using a whisk for mixing, and it's really good for this too, because it's like, you know, this, I'm breaking up all those little lumps, because God knows how old that package is. Okay. You can still hear the ice chunks in there. My fridge is still cold today. I'm, you know, avoiding opening it. And, you know, it's insulated, so I'm going to measure out 1/3 cup of milk. And y'all know I'm not usually a measuring kind of a person, but this is a mix, you know. You have to be a little more careful. Okay, and I'm going to put in 1 egg. Here's a tip. I learned this many, many years ago. Sometimes eggs, and probably more often when they're natural, organic, whatever, sometimes there's blood in there. And if there is, then you're going to want to throw that egg away, and you're not going to want to ruin your food with it. So if you can, it's always a good idea to crack your egg into some other container where you can get a look at it. No blood, no weirdness, so I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. Because if I didn't do that and there had been a big old pocket of blood in there and I just dumped it right in there, I don't have another package of muffin mix and my video would be over. So, okay. So I'm going to mix this up. Now, I could add some stir-ins of some sort here at this point. I could add some shredded cheese. I actually did get some. I could add in, let's see, a little chopped tomato, some jalapeno, stuff like that. I'm not going to, but you know, feel free if you're following this. I just wanted to show you that I could make a cornbread in the crock pot. Basically, that's it. And I have done a cornbread and chili in the crock pot before for you. I don't have any chili. I don't really have anything like that, so I'm just going to make some cornbread, and then later I'm going to heat up some soup or something to eat with it. Anyway. Okay, so it's feeling warm in there. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of coconut oil onto my paper towel, and I'm just going to grease this up really, really well. And it's not going to hurt. I'm going to go ahead and come up kind of higher than I probably need to. I just want to get it nicely greased really, really well. And it is feeling hot in there, so. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to abandon you. I was just throwing away that greasy paper towel. I decided to start buying paper towels. I bought this one roll of paper towels as I was heading out to Lake Marisac. So I've had it for a month and a half. So I'm doing pretty good. I feel good about that. One paper towel roll. Not horrible, I suppose. Okay, so this is all mixed up. Now I'm going to use my rubber spatula because that gets all the goodies out of the bowl. And I'm just going to pour it in kind of carefully because I don't want to slop it around on the edges. Make sure it just goes straight in the middle. Otherwise it'll be a mess. Okay. See how I can get almost every little bit. This is probably not the best rubber spatula. I bought this because it has a bamboo handle, and I was really into buying bamboo stuff at the time. Because bamboo is really good for, like, it doesn't crack like a lot of wooden stuff does. But I mean, it's really sturdy, don't get me wrong, but the bamboo goes up like all the way up to like there, and so it's not super flexible. So for the reasons that you normally use a rubber spatula for this kind of thing, it's not the best, but you know, whatever, it works. It worked just fine. Alright, so I've got that in the crock pot. Show it to you. You can see that it is, whoops, it is nice and neat in there. Nothing slopped up on the sides. Okay. So I'm going to put the lid on and let that cook. And let's see how long it takes for that to cook, and then I'll let you know when we come back. Okay, it's been close to an hour and a half, maybe like an hour and 15 minutes. What I did was I set a timer for 25 minutes, and then it wasn't even close to done, so I set it for another 25 minutes, and it was starting to look halfway done, so I set a timer for another 25 minutes, and now I think it's done. Okay, I think that if you didn't open the lid every 25 minutes, it probably would cook faster. So if you want to try it and set your timer for, say, an hour, I would think, and then check it without opening it in between, it probably would work better. It would probably cook a little faster. Okay, so I've shut it off. Of course, if If you've ever baked anything, you know you're looking to put a knife in there and it come out clean. So I've been poking the crap out of it, so it's kind of stupid looking. But anyway, then I ran my knife around the outside edge. And, you know, this is not going to be as clean and pretty as, because this is, you know, it's like getting it out of a regular baking pan, because this isn't a baking pan, it's a piece of crockery, you know. It's a Crockpot. It's a little bit heavy. I don't expect it to just pop right out. I expect it to be kind of messy. But let's see what happens. So I got my plate here. I'm going to put my plate on there. This is difficult. These are not the best. Whoa. See there. Very difficult to actually do that. Okay. It's kind of hot. I don't want to... Yeah, it's pretty hot. Yep, it's not coming out like that. That's what I was afraid of. So I think what I'm going to have to do is just sort of scoop out. It'll be like spoon bread, I guess. So, I'm thinking where spoon bread came from. So basically, I'm just going to bring it out like this with my spoon. Pretty much just tearing it all up. Boom. Maybe that is why they call it spoon bread. Boom. So, yep, there you go. And I got some more in there that's just all, you know. So it's not like you're going to be able to cut a nice piece. That tastes okay. Sweet. I don't usually put sugar in my cornbread, but okay. There you go. Probably about an hour on high. Now what I'm going to do is, this is not really, I don't even know if I should share this with you because it's kind of gross. I haven't abandoned you. I'm just coming over here to get this. This is one of the things that was in my can of beef ravioli. And a little tiny thing of Chef Boyardee lasagna. And I know that I am not going to be satisfied just eating one little portion of this, so I thought what I'll do, I've left a portion of cornbread in there. I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to open this up. Where's my crock? Oh, where is my can opener? Right here. Well, clearly I'll be cutting this out. Where's my can opener? It's not where it's supposed to be. Well, dang it. Alright, so I'm going to cut out some of that stuff. I don't know what I did with my can opener. Maybe it's fallen somewhere when I was driving. Anyway, I just made do. So I'm going to use this to pull this up. Be careful, don't cut yourself if you have to do something stupid like this. It reminds me of, I saw this video once of these two Russian guys that, like, it was a long time ago. I don't know if they're even still doing stuff. If you know, then maybe you could send me a link. But these two Russian guys that would just, like, fix things and hack things. And they were showing how to open a can without a can opener. And it was really kind of cool. They, all they did was they took the can and they slammed it down on it works. They slammed it down on this side on a concrete surface, like the ground, asphalt or something. There we go. And they just, like, I didn't even try this. I should try it. And they just, like, scraped it, you know, really hard on the ground for a couple of minutes. And then they picked it up and just pulled the lid right off. And I was like, whoa. That's hardcore. Anyway, so, you know, these are gross. I really hate the way these things taste. So, I wish I could get this open. This is the last of my chili powder. I need more chili powder. It's stuck. I'm going to have to just throw it away, I guess. This is my Tajin. It's got, I love this stuff. I'm so addicted to it. It's got hot pepper, like red pepper, and lime, dehydrated lime. And I'm going to put some of that in there because, you know, like I've said, to me, everything tastes better when it's spicy. I'm going to put that back on high and let that cook for a little while. And I'm going to enjoy this nice hot cornbread right here while I wait. So there you go. I'm not going to open the video back up and show you the... I'm sure it's not even going to taste good. It's just going to be something that I eat today. Anyway, there you go. Cooking in the RV when you're bored.
I see the clouds, hear all the sounds, way up high. I hoped and I dreamed for anything good to come along. I try so hard to see how you do this to me. I try so hard to see how you make me so happy.
So I am at the lake, finally. Yesterday after I made the last video, talking about how van life stinks sometimes and how everything was going weird, and it wasn't in the video, but after I got my jump starter to be charged and it didn't work again, and then I had to get someone to actually jump start the truck for me. In fact, I had to have it done twice yesterday. And then I went to the food pantry and I got, you know, food that way. And I was so exhausted. And I have been thinking lately, I really have been. Someone reminded me, and thinking about how, you know, when everything's really bad, what's one of the best things you can do is to start listing what you're grateful for. And when someone reminded me that I needed to list 5 things that I'm grateful for, I was like, yeah, I can do that. I have things I'm grateful for, but right now I'm really, really busy. How often have you come across that one person and you have that one moment and they say, well, tell me what you need? And you're not prepared. And you're like, I don't know, I need everything. Help. I wanted to be prepared, so I've been really working on, you know, I've been working so hard ever since school let out, trying to get a plan together to promote my book, trying to start a business. And you know, technically I already have this business, it's just that it needs marketing, it needs sales, it needs copy, it needs, you know, whatever. It needs landing pages and funnels and all those crazy marketing things that it needs to get off the ground. And I've been working so hard just trying to figure all that out, you know, and get it in place. A lot of hard work. And that's what I've been so focused on. And then in the middle of it to be needy is, it just sucks. It just sucks. So I'm trying to think of 5 things. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. 5 things that I am so grateful for. And I think the first one is that I had just enough gas to drive out to the lake. And it's not gonna, so that's one. I had just enough gas to drive out to the lake. I will be driving back into Hot Springs on fumes, but I won't go back until Sunday night, or hopefully, or Monday morning, where I will just go to my job. Got a freelance job set up for Monday, and I will just stay here until then. And because now this being here allows me to unplug from all of that garbage and de-stress, because it was really getting overwhelming. So that's number 1 thing I'm grateful for right now. Number 2, the number 2 thing that I'm grateful for, I have food to eat this weekend. I went to the food pantry, stocked up on, got stocked up on some things, and then afterward I went to the Dollar Tree and I picked up about $3 worth of stuff to supplement. I got, I went to the Dollar Tree and I got coffee. It's not the greatest coffee, but it's coffee. Then I went to the grocery store and I got a block of cheese and a block of cream cheese, and that kind of supplements what they gave me. So I'm really grateful for that. Let's see, the number 3 thing that I'm super grateful for is the fact that I have my camper. I have wheels, it runs. It's not 100%, it's not even 50% right now, but it runs. And there was enough gas to get me here. I'm not sure if that's still number 1 or not, but I have my camper. I have a place to sleep. I have what I need in order for shelter when it's not raining. Okay, so that's 3 things. It's getting harder now. Okay, number 4. What is my 4th thing that I am so grateful for today? That I have this YouTube channel already set up. That's what I'm thinking about right now. And that I can offer something to someone. That's what it is, yeah. That I have not only not the channel, that's not what it is. It's that I have something to offer someone else. When I have nothing, I have something I can offer somebody else. And maybe maybe you just needed to hear, think of 5 things that you're grateful for right now. Maybe you needed that. Maybe it is, I don't know, maybe you just need solidarity to know that somebody else sucks too. And so that's something I'm offering to you, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I can offer that. I have something to offer for someone. All right, number 5. Number 5. You can see I'm doing this right off the cuff. Number 5 is that I have this amazing view, and after I get finished talking, I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see it too. I'm sitting at the edge of the water, close to it, and there are boats going by, the birds are singing, the sun is shining, and I can breathe it all in. Yeah. And I can witness all of the, I want to say, the majesty that is our planet, and be grateful for all of it at once. Yeah. Peace. I'm Victoria.
I try so hard to see. How